needs to be louder, or are we okay? Good. Okay, perfect. So hi, I'm Rollo. That's like Rolo, but with 2 L's. This is definitely been a long time since I wore a hairband, but I'm loving it, especially how snazzy this one is. And I work at YouTube. I am the strategic partner manager for gaming for UK and Ireland. So I wanted to kind of introduce these guys. And I think you all kind of know them because they've got rather large YouTube channels and are organisers here, but I've got their kind of channel banners up. I was wondering if you guys want to just say hi and say a quick thing about your channel.
Hi guys, I'm Rachybop, and I have a YouTube channel. I have 3 actually. Check them out.
Alright, hi, I'm Arthur, I'm Simified, and I do builds and Let's Plays for The Sims 4. Currently, anyway, until we get Sims 5.
I'm James, I do YouTube. Is it on? I can't hear it. Hello? Oh, there we go. I can't hear it there. Oh yeah, no, I do Sims 4 videos, and right there. Sims 4 videos, and I also play other games on my other channel. It's something that doesn't fit into Sims, really.
Hi, I'm Molly, also known as the English Simmer, and I do Let's Plays of The Sims and some other games as well. Is that okay?
Cool. So what do you think the number 460,000 might represent? Either you guys can guess or someone from the audience.
Amount of DLC?
Yeah? That straight away. So that's the number of subscribers these guys have altogether. And that would fill 6 Wembley stadiums, which is quite crazy to think about. And I just wanted to do a really quick talk about YouTube gaming and just intro what's been going on. And by going back all the way to 1981, watching people play games definitely isn't a new thing. There was a tournament in Venice Beach where 10,000 people came along to watch people play Pac-Man. And the prize was actually $10,000 as well. Then we fast forward to 2006, to one of my all-time favorite gaming videos ever, which if you haven't seen, you definitely should check out, which is the Leroy Jenkins video. But here you can see, it's in like terrible quality. It was like 15 minutes long. The exciting bit came in at 8 minutes. It was just like completely unoptimized, yet has tens of millions of views. We fast forward again to today, and the kind of varied amount of gaming content is just crazy. So you've got people doing actual leap of faiths off Assassin's Creed. You've got Let's Plays which last ages. You've got reviews of old retro gaming content. And obviously you've also got The Sims. And then also just finally is you've got the kind of crazy world of esports as well, where here you had thousands coming just to watch people play League of Legends, and the prize money was $10 million. So, you know, that's more than Wimbledon, that's more than FA Cup, it's more than a lot of sporting tournaments. So YouTube, so gaming as a whole is really being taken seriously. And then for soon, 2016, and also within the next few months, the new YouTube gaming app is going to be launched. And this is an individual standalone app which can be on mobile, tablet, and desktop, and it will just feature gaming content. And there's more we can tell you guys about that another time, but it's going to be really exciting. So I just want to ask, how many of you guys have a YouTube channel where you upload gaming videos? Sweet. And then keep your hand up if you upload Sims content. Okay, so the majority, so that's really awesome. So that's good to know, and we'll get straight into the panel. So the first question is, how did you start? Does anyone want to go for it?
So I think the first video I remember doing was an unboxing of Sims something. I don't know. There's been so many. And it was just an unboxing. I remember the Sims actually putting it on their channel. And I was like, oh wow, it's just me in front of my microwave, like opening the box. It's really cringy. But that was kind of how it all started for me.
I got started when I used to do QZJ with James and iPod Zeke. Basically, Queen was a heavy influencer in me getting started. But I didn't actually fully get started until I went to a SimCity event for EA. I was like flown out there. That was pretty cool. And so that's what's on there. I got to interview some of the team and ask questions that people had submitted to me. And since I like building, and I thought I should show those houses as well, like just to show the process and everything, the thought that goes into it. Of course, it's fast and you can't really follow it, but you know, it's still cool to see it like go from like nothing to like that in like a span of like 15 minutes. So it's pretty cool.
I started originally writing like tutorials for The Sims 2, I believe, and I just used like pictures and I wrote down how you would replicate what was in the picture. And then I just thought it'd be easier to do it in video form because videos are much easier to follow than pictures. So I sort of progressed into doing YouTube that way, and then it sort of evolved into house builds and Let's Plays from there.
I just sort of hopped straight into the Let's Play world. My first video was literally late night part 1 of a Let's Play, and it was really just me shaking in front of a microphone because I just wasn't used to it. But yeah, there was no introduction or anything. I literally just like hopped in and went from there with a 30-40 part Let's Play.
Nice. Quick bonus question, who's been on YouTube the longest? Anyone been since 2005?
The first video I posted was 2008, so I believe. You don't have it.
So the next question is, what video or series helped you gain the most traction and why?
Mine was definitely my generation's Let's Play. I don't know how many people might have watched it, but I did a Frozen creator sim, which The Sims posted on their Twitter page, and it got a lot of views, which I just wasn't expecting. And from there, people were like, you should really turn this into a Let's Play, like a lot of people really like it. And I decided to do Elsa and Jack Frost and did a Generations Let's Play, and it became a really big hit on my channel. And also recently, the Asylum Challenge, people tend to like to watch challenges because they aren't really done on YouTube, they're more of a live stream thing. So I think with that being on YouTube, I think people really got into that and liked the backstories and things like that.
For me, it was all the house building videos that I did. I just started like posting that, and then people really enjoyed it, and they got inspiration from them. And then it was sort of in the similar vein as doing the building tutorials as well. That also really helped out because most people weren't doing videos of that kind of stuff at the time, so that sort of got me recognised that way.
Sort of the same as James, house building videos, but particular videos like from the Sims 3 time, like the Island Paradise with the houseboats. I think those were like really cool, especially in thumbnails, like you see the house like in water. And recently the get to work builds like hospital, base station and stuff like that. Those are really good builds, and they took a really long time.
So mine's a little bit different, not really gameplay, but more my parodies. I think my Sims parody is probably a little bit more popular than anything else that I do, and they're just really silly. But it's quite a nice thing. Like the first time I put one up, I don't know why I did it, but everyone like loved it, I think. So yeah, that was.
We kind of covered a little bit of this, but is there any kind of first tactics, as in not content-wise, but actually kind of optimization you guys found was really helpful in building an audience?
Well, when I first started, because it was when I really started getting into Let's Plays, and that was sort of late 2010, and I think I was playing Minecraft at the time, and I just went over to the Minecraft forum and I was just posting it there, and I got a few people that way. So I don't know, like I started just posting on Minecraft-related websites at the time. Yeah, that's kind of what I did.
I think like other forms of social media really help as well. I had a Twitter way before I started my channel, and it was all based around The Sims, and I got to know a lot of friends through that, and those friends then subscribed to my channel even when I didn't have any videos up on my channel. And I think just having that like friendship base, and they're going to share your videos and they're going to like them, and I think that really helps just to build relationships in what you want to start doing.
Just a follow-up, James. How would you compare kind of Minecraft game content to Sims? I'm just wondering.
I don't know. Like it's pretty different. It's different but similar in a way, I guess, because because Minecraft and The Sims are kind of sandbox style games, you make your own story. In that way it's kind of similar, but then a lot of people would maybe prefer Minecraft because you can really sort of just build whatever you want, and there's also the combat kind of stuff involved. They're similar in that way, but I tend to keep them separate from my channel just because it's a slightly different audience.
And The Sims has graphics from this decade.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So this is kind of following on as well. So if any of you guys create content outside The Sims, I was wanting to know how it differs. It could be differs in the way you make the videos, differs in maybe the audience which watch it. I'm just kind of interested, and also let us know the other games you do play.
I do play other games. They're not, I don't really record them or anything, but I like to play SimCity, and I've also recently got into City Skylines. I've also got into Minecraft as well. I don't really like it a whole lot though. Like I like the creative aspect of it and putting stuff together, but the graphics are the fucking, like I have to have good stuff. The pixelated stuff is just not for me. No.
So the other games I play City Skylines as well. I've played SimCity in the past, I've done Minecraft. I'm currently doing a little bit of Roller Coaster Tycoon. But pretty much all the sort of games that I play are in a similar sort of vein, they're kind of creative based, so I can sort of make what I want. But then it sort of differs from The Sims in the terms of like building in The Sims, I would generally sort of speed it up or something, but then the other games are sort of, I don't know, it's real time kind of based content.
Yeah, on my channel I tend to play more story-based games. Obviously my Sims Let's Plays are very story-based, and I'll always have a family and always have a story behind them. And then I play like Telltale games quite a lot, like Game of Thrones and The Wolf Among Us, and also Life is Strange more recently. And I love those sorts of games that can just pull you in and really get you attached to the characters and things like that. So yeah, I play those sorts of games, but because they're episodes, I sort of film them all in one block. So I'll have like 5 hours of just recording and just stagger the uploads. So that's a little bit different because I tend to record my Sims gameplay like every day, whereas I film those all together.
Yeah, translation.
I like to play games that are probably aimed at people a lot younger than me, like Peggle and Broken Sword and things, and I'll stream them and do videos and things and just gauge if people like to see them and if they don't. And sometimes if I love it enough, I'll stream it again, or if the viewers love it enough, then I'll stream it again. And I just kind of go a bit like that, just to gauge the reaction, really.
I was going to follow up. Do you guys live stream as well? And if so, is it on Twitch? Do you try and do it on YouTube as well? Any of those kind of things in terms of live streaming?
I stream on Twitch and I'm going to try YouTube, I promise.
I can't stream. My internet would probably just hate me for that. But I did take a look at the YouTube streaming and it seems like it would be okay. I just have to kind of mess with it some more and see if it'd be possible really, but that's kind of the only limitation there.
Yeah, I do. I stream on Twitch. That's all I have to say about that.
I've only streamed a couple of times. I couldn't really do it when I was in university because my internet speed was really bad and just wouldn't support it. But now that I'm back home full time, I'm going to try and stream a lot more on Twitch and maybe try out YouTube as well.
So without plugging, in the last month YouTube updated their live streaming process. Yeah, it's quite cool. Well, so I'm no longer liked by The Sims. That's something to be quiet. But yeah, it has been updated, so it's a lot easier. And the one main thing that people want, because based on how great Twitch is you have your own permanent URL. So it would be /Rachybop /live. And then also you could have the chat system's been updated, so you have emoticons and live chat. But I thought it was worth telling you guys. Cool. So I think we've kind of covered that one. Strategies in terms of growing a channel through different ways. We can always come back to it. If someone gave you financial support, £100,000 to create a major production, what would you do and why?
Alright, so I thought about this the other day. I thought it'd be really cool because I do a lot of house buildings. I think it'd be really cool to sort of like design maybe just a room or something like that and then recreate it in the real world just for like a sort of a kind of real world building video. I thought that'd be kind of fun. I think that's what I would do.
You should call Channel 4 and Grand Designs.
I think I'd probably do the same. Like, I don't know, like I would pick somewhere like a house or just an apartment or something like that and just be able to renovate it to my liking, or even, depending, I don't know, maybe that's not really a whole lot, but I would like to start something from the ground up. That'd be kind of cool too. But also, I take input from everyone. And it can be best too.
I would probably go to a recording studio and do a proper parody and a video and everything, and then just get everyone involved and yeah, be a superstar.
YouTube Space London. It's free.
Could I just say, like, I'd make like one of my Let's Plays like a major film production or something like that. I think that would be really cool. Like the Asylum Challenge is a major motion picture. I think that would be awesome.
Where do you guys find your creative motivation?
I definitely think watching other people's videos helps quite a lot, because you get to see what you enjoy as a person, and usually what you tend to enjoy watching is what other people seem to like watching. But then you do also have to be really careful of, if you do watch this person's videos, you don't want to take their ideas, and you don't want to completely just try and put their ideas into your Let's Plays, because it's already been done. So I think just trying to do something completely different. And I think also looking at the Sims forums helps quite a lot. You get to see, especially for challenges, you get to see what people like, what people maybe don't like so much. And yeah, I just really take inspiration from anywhere I can, really. A lot of TV shows I tend to take inspiration from.
Yeah, I mean, like what you were saying as well, sort of what I tend to enjoy watching is what I want to make. And then in terms of like actual builds that I make, like houses and rooms, I just get a lot of inspiration just from just looking out in the real world, things I like, or just Google Images or something like that. Tends to be a good place to look.
Yeah, for builds, I'm pretty much the same as James. Like, it's the real world. I pay close attention to architecture, buildings, things like that. Anything I see, I've been here a couple of days already, and I've been snapping photos of pretty much everything that I think that's pretty cool. Not that I'd be able to replicate it 100%, but I also tend to watch a lot of home reno shows and things like that, like design shows, to get like color ideas and stuff like that. And I've looked through magazines and stuff, and of course Google Images is helpful too.
I like to kind of just take feedback from the community, and sometimes people will tell me I think you should do this or try do this, and I just try and listen to what people are saying and see what's going on, because the Sims are always releasing stuff these days, so it's quite easy to think of content because it's just always there and always fresh.
Perfect. What new feature would you add to YouTube and why? As a backup question to this instead, what features on YouTube don't you like? You can do both.
If there's one thing that I would change about YouTube, I don't know, for me, I find it hard, like if I already replied to someone's comment, I find it hard to keep track and like find a good place that I can also reply to their reply and like keep a conversation going. Like, there's the notification system, but I don't know, just reading through that and just having to scroll down the channel comments page thing is like, just to find it is like a lot. And you could do per video too, I guess, but I don't know, like just an easier way to do that. New feature, I don't know.
I used to love, because I've been doing YouTube for a long time, but I used to like some of the older sort of channel designs where you could do the whole background. I want to be able to change the whole background of the channel again, because it's just, I don't know, much more personal that way.
All I have to say is Google Plus. Just the replying to comments is really difficult through that, and I feel like connecting to your audience is a really big thing, and when you can't reply to a comment, it just really grinds my gears, because I'm like, I want to answer this person's question, but the features just doesn't allow it. So if I don't reply to comments, it's probably because of Google Plus.
Fair play. Just in case, last week Google announced that Google Plus will no longer be required to be linked to a YouTube channel or comments, so I think we're going back to the good old days. And then also, sometimes, have you tried out the Creator Studio app for replying to comments? Yeah, just maybe makes it easier. I find just people tell me that because you can reply on the fly like a text, it's a little bit better. But I completely understand both of those points. So this is a more kind of technical one, and a question I get asked a lot, but I normally am not allowed to answer, so I thought you guys might be able to. So have you worked with an MCN, and just in case that's a multi-channel network, and if so, how was that experience?
I've networked with Fullscreen, who, when I was starting out, I didn't really look too much into networks or anything like that. I really should have done my research, but I just didn't. And yeah, I kind of went with what a lot of people were with in the community, because I was like, well, if those people are with them, then they must not be bad. And I honestly can say I've not had a bad experience with Fullscreen themselves. Sometimes, like, they'll say, oh, you can use this music, it's not copyrighted, and then I'll get flagged for copyright, and I'm like, oh. But I can get in touch with them at any time, and they'll fix it for me. But yeah, apart from that, I think just do your research maybe before you think about joining a network.
Yeah, so I'm with Curse, or Union for Gamers. I've been with them for probably most of the time I've been partnered. I think about 4 or 5 years now. And yeah, it's been really good in terms, like they've got really quick support and all that. And in terms of music as well, they've sort of semi-recently got the whole music library thing going. And it's been really good, and yeah, you can just ask them questions, and seem to be pretty good.
Okay, originally when I first started YouTube, I was with TGN. I was with them for about a year, I know. I was with them for about a year, and boy was that a mistake. I mean, they were okay, but I don't know, the experience and just, I don't know, it just wasn't right. So about a year later, I switched out, and I'm now with Curse, which is the same network. James, and they're really good. Like, they have really great support. They get back to you fast, and it's just good. Yeah.
So I've tried quite a few. I just started with TGN. They're really naff, and and they just because they don't do anything like for their cut. And so I went with Curse for my gaming channel. They're brilliant. Again, don't really offer much, but they don't take a massive cut, so that's fine. And it just backs you up for the whole copyright issue. But you shouldn't really have a copyright issue anyway. And I've got Style Hall for my main channel, they're really good, and Fullscreen for my iPhone channel, because I just want to try them all.
Lovely. So this is an interesting one, but what is the hardest part of growing a YouTube channel, or just the hardest part of having one and making the content?
I guess trying to please everybody, and like making people realise that some videos they might not like, but other people do, and just tailoring your audience to follow along with what you do, but also shaping it the way that they want it to go.
I kind of agree with that. Yeah, the hardest part is trying to please everyone, trying to reply to everyone. Like, I know everyone wants to write comments, and it's cool to get a reply to, but like, I'd like to have a conversation and stuff. And I guess the hardest thing is keeping in touch. Probably more my problem, but is trying to keep up with everyone else in the community, because I mean, I'm doing my own channel as well, and then like, you know, so then they're uploading too, and I'm uploading, and then I don't have time to watch that because I have to go do something else, like, but that's my problem. Yeah, time management, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely trying to keep in touch and taking feedback from everyone, which is just not possible sometimes. Like, for example, in some of the Let's Build series I've done, I take a suggestion one episode, then the next episode everyone's like, no, that's terrible. What have you done? I'm like, okay. But then, yeah, it's also the sort of consistency in which you upload. You've got to find the sort of balance that's right for your channel. Because if you post too much, then people might not watch it. If you post too little, then people might forget about you and that kind of stuff. So you've got to find the right balance and find where your audience sort of sits.
Yeah, I'd just say it's probably a mix of everything, keeping people happy, especially as your audience gets bigger. Like, they could have started watching one thing and then they go to watch another and they're like, oh, this is terrible, like, why are you doing this? And I think about growing, actually growing a channel, I think people focus on numbers a little bit too much. And I started YouTube because I enjoyed watching other people, and I really wanted people to enjoy my stuff. And yeah, I think just don't focus on the numbers side of things. Like, don't focus on getting 100,000 subscribers. Yes, that is amazing and such an achievement, but I'd say don't get dragged down in it and don't let it negatively affect how you feel about your channel or your content.
Cool. What creators served as an inspiration and creative motivation? What do you believe you learned from them?
So I pretty much grew up watching YouTube, all forms of YouTube, gaming, vlogging. I was a really big YouTube addict when I was younger, and I would just sit for hours in my room and just watch YouTube. And then I came across, I found Queen first, and she was a really big simmer and was this massive personality that everyone just loved. And also Christina, known as Live Simmer, I came across her as well, and she played the same way that I did, and I was like, I really enjoy her videos, so I think I could do something like this. So yeah, I think definitely just watching other simmers definitely helped me.
So when I first started getting into like Let's Plays and all that, it was sort of when Minecraft was really just starting to get traction, and I was watching CNAN's Let's Play at the time. This was like sort of late 2010, I think. I think I was watching CNAN's and X Plays Minecraft as well. And I just really loved just the way they were playing the game, just having fun. And that was pretty much where I started, and I took it off from there. That's kind of what got me going, and I enjoyed that.
For me, I just kind of watched a lot of other, like I watched the bigger YouTubers, like Miranda Sings and stuff like that. Like that's just for fun. I know that's not really inspirational, but like I don't know. I just watched that because I feel like she can make a complete fool of herself, but yet it's such a hit for everyone. Like it's just like you don't really have to be too serious all the time. But as far as like my videos and stuff, I do watch a lot of other simmers like Live Simmer. I've watched English simmers. I watched James's videos. I watched Delicacy. Shout out to Delicacy, who's not here. And I watched Rachybop as well. So it's all good.
So when I first started, I was kind of inspired by people like Justine and people like that who I saw, and like you said, they're making a fool out of themselves online. I thought, that just reminds me of me when I was younger. Why am I not like that anymore? I'm just kind of like tried to do it in front of the video, and you know, like I'm really shy, like as you can see now. But like through the videos, you could just express yourself how you want to and not be so grown up. So that's kind of where my inspiration comes from, just to make the videos. But the Sims stuff is just, I was kind of brought into the community without really knowing there was a community. And so my inspirations come from the people that I met, the people on stage, people on here.
With new game versions and game mechanics, how do you believe your content strategy will evolve? As in like when Sims 5's come out, or different kind of types of games, how do you think you'll change and evolve on YouTube?
Really can't predict that.
So like virtual reality, all sorts of crazy stuff?
Oh yeah, the Sims in virtual reality. That would be so amazing. Just
Is this the one question you guys don't like? Yeah.
Because I saw recently that you started doing the sort of 360 videos.
Yeah.
So if you could, like, sort of, if it was virtual reality in The Sims, and then everybody had like that sort of virtual reality headset as well, then you could do a 360 video and just watch it like that. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Have you guys seen the Google Cardboard? So like Oculus Rift was going to cost like hundreds of pounds, whereas these are a piece of cardboard and you put them together.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 360 videos are awesome. I can imagine like you're the Sims character looking around your build. It'd be quite fun. Does anyone else want to answer that one? No one really likes that one. Happy? Okay. If you could give someone starting a new channel one piece of advice, what would it be?
I think it would just be play or not a game if it's just do what you want to do. Like don't really get hung up on what people are saying too much, because it's really for you in the end. Like if you're not enjoying it, then don't do it. But if you are, keep going with it.
Yeah, exactly that. Make content that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, then you're not, like, that's just not going to come across in your video. You're going to sound bored, or you're going to sound whatever, and people like I said, it's pretty much people want to watch what you enjoy, and that definitely has a big effect on it. And also, don't get bogged down on numbers or statistics or negative things that people say. Look at the positives and keep that in mind.
Yeah, I have to say pretty much the same thing. Yeah, just don't get trapped into the numbers thing. Like, everyone starts at 0, and you work your way up just by content and interacting and getting yourself out there. Kind of like self-promotion in a way, but you don't want to overdo that either, because too much of that is a bad thing as well. You just gotta have that right balance, and just do something you have fun with, do something you enjoy, something that kind of inspires you or inspires others. So, because I know I get that a lot as well, so it's cool. Like, building is fun, and that's just what I enjoy. I like building.
Yeah, do what you enjoy, but also don't let the haters get to you, because there's loads of trolls and stuff, and a lot of times people say things, and when you reply, they didn't mean it in the way that they said it. It's like when you send a text to someone and think you're being in a mood when you weren't, and it's all just a miss. I do that all the time. But yeah, it just ignore haters, do what you want to do, and enjoy it.
Yeah, to add to not feeding trolls, one of my favourite features is the hide user. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it just means that they keep typing their comments and no one actually reads it. So they're there like being mean and no one can see it. And it's good because they don't go away and come back with a new account and just start being mean again. So it's quite fun one. There's a website I know who's had this feature for a while, and there's been a guy commenting for like 5 years without realising no one was seeing it. This one's kind of about brands. If you have worked with any brands, what kind of did you do? If not, who would you like to work with? So if there's any kind of branded content you think would be great for The Sims.
Disney expansion, please. Yeah, I've worked with quite a few brands now, and enjoyed every bit. And yeah, I'm quite privileged in what I've experienced through them. But yeah, Disney would be amazing, and if EA could make that happen, please, that'd be great. Thanks.
I would have to say an IKEA stuff pack. I really like IKEA furnishings and everything, and that was my favorite from The Sims 2. And I was kind of disappointed they didn't repeat it for The Sims 3, but I'm hoping for The Sims 4, since more of the furnishing is more modern and everything, they do actually partner up with IKEA again and do some different things and incorporate some of the same things. But yeah.
And in terms of just brands and working with them, like not particularly related to Sims, but I've done just recently, like with Lenovo, I've got like a laptop from them for this trip that I'm going on, and it's been good. And I'm hoping to work with Intel when I get back as well, which will be exciting. But in terms of related to Sims and expansion packs, because we're talking about it, I guess, I've always wanted to have like a superstar expansion pack back again from The Sims 1, where you could have like the sort of TV studios and movie studios. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I've worked with EA, obviously, and also I do a couple of unboxings on my channel, like subscription boxes, which are always fun to do. Like, they just got in touch with me and been like, do you want to do a video for us? And they're always pretty fun to do because you get free stuff. And what I would like, can we get a Taylor Swift stuff pack? Not like Katy Perry, though, like 10 times better.
So this is the final one from us, and then we're going to go to Q&A from you guys. So if you want to start thinking of your questions, that'd be awesome. We wanted to leave as much time as possible so you guys get to ask questions that you want to. But so finally, what's next for you and your channel?
Hopefully I'll just keep creating these stories that I love to do. I've recently started a very in-depth Let's Play where it's so many different families and so many different relationships, and it's something I've always wanted to do on my channel, so that's definitely going to get bigger and better, hopefully. And obviously Sims are always bringing out new things for The Sims, so just trying to keep on top of all the content. I'll always try and do Let's Plays on expansion packs and stuff packs and things like that. So yeah, just shout out to Sims for always having new things to do because it keeps my channel fresh.
I want to go back to Sims 1 Superstar now, again, because I did have a series on it, and I want to go back and play it again now. But yeah, I don't know, sort of just do some new series when I get back home. I don't know, we'll see what's coming up.
Yeah, just pretty much continue on. House builds, incorporating any new content that Sims team releases. They just did the cool kitchen stuff pack. Well, that's coming soon, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know, I haven't read it. I'll admit it, I haven't read it yet. I did see a screenshot. Oh, okay. Okay. And yeah, just I do want to kind of continue on with my Let's Play, which is something that's kind of new to me because I'm more like a builder and stuff, so the Let's Play is not really my thing, but I kind of want to keep going with it as well and see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep on doing what I do and try new things, and hopefully if there's another expansion, I'll do another parody, and yeah, song suggestions welcome.
So a quick round of applause for this. Does anyone want to start off with the questions? Anyone?
Hi, so the videos that we actually see sort of half hour, 20 minutes that you do, I'm interested in how much preparation time do you guys spend and then sort of editing as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of a lot of prep, and video editing is probably the biggest thing. Depends on the video and how well you've done it initially. For me, it's like if I've done a lot of I've got sneezes or hiccups, anything like that. It takes ages. But yeah, it really depends. But and uploading it takes forever because the internet's so slow, and then it just pops up and someone comes on and watches it, and it's just all worth it then. So you kind of forget. But yeah, there is a lot of time to get used to it.
For preparation, like for building, usually I don't really think of it or prep too much. Like some people draw out house plans and floor plans. I used to do that, but I don't anymore. It's just all in there. And I just kind of make it happen on the screen. And the builds could take anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours, 3 hours, it depends. And then for editing, I've made the editing pretty much as easy as possible for me, where it's just drag and drop. I pretty much have certain things already ready to go, and then I just kind of add in what I need and do what I need to do, and that could take anywhere from a half an hour to an hour, because then I have to put audio over top, and you have to, sneezes or someone talking in the background, the phone ringing, stuff like that. Yeah, stuff you can't control.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar with, so like builds would definitely be my longest video to do. So I guess that'd probably be, depending on how long the build is, maybe like 4 to 5 hours from start to finish, like it's on YouTube at that point. But as for like a regular Let's Play, I sort of just sit down and start playing the game, so you get straight into it, and then editing is pretty straightforward as well, to put the intro, the outros. Yeah, it's probably about 1 to 2 hours or something for that. Or it depends if I'm doing it in bulk or something like that, it can be a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm probably the same with Let's Plays. Like you sort of just hop straight into the game where you left off last point, record for half an hour, and then just edit out the pauses or the dog barking, which happens a lot in my videos. But with the new Let's Play that I'm doing, that took forever to set up because I was literally like doing all these cheats to get all the relationships set up. So that probably took me like a good week to get all the characters set up for it. And play it to a point where I wanted to start this Let's Play. But apart from that, it's pretty easy. I'd say editing's easy, so yeah, probably like 2 hours.
Any more questions? Do you feel confident to shout it out? So yeah, is that okay? Thank you.
Do you prefer which Sims do you prefer? How do you rate the Sims 4 over the Sims 3? Because I miss things like open world and obvious, dare I say.
There it goes.
What do you think?
Do you want to just
I really love The Sims 4. Like personally, I think it's such a step up from The Sims. I think The Sims 3 opened a lot of doors to The Sims. I feel like it was such a big step from The Sims 2 to The Sims 3. But Sims 3, even like my computer's quite a high spec one, and it was still pretty laggy. There was stutters and there was pauses and things like that, and I feel like Sims 4 is flawlessly ran in comparison to that. But I think Sims 2 will always have a little bit of my heart, because that was like what nurtured my love for The Sims, really. Obviously love Sims 1, that's what's introduced me to the franchise, but I think just Sims 4 is a really big step up, and with everything they keep on adding, it's just going to get better and better with every expansion pack.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like, I prefer Sims 4 right now because it just runs a lot better. Though I do miss, obviously, like the sort of creator style tool from Sims 3 and also constrained floor elevation, which we don't have. But I still prefer to play Sims 4 just because it runs a lot better.
If I could rate The Sims 4, I would say probably 4 out of 5 stars, just like an actual rating, just because of things we're missing. Like, I know we're getting dishwashers back in the cool kitchen stuff, but I would have rather had them in a base game than in the stuff pack. There's other little quirks, yeah. There's other little quirks too, like not having cars. Even if they brought back cars, I would like for them to do it in a way like The Sims 2, like they just get in the car and fade off like the lot, like they just drive a little bit. It doesn't have to be like where I travel all over the world, Joe. But I do prefer The Sims 4 now. I don't even have The Sims 3 installed, I know. I still have it on the shelf. So, yeah, but as far as the best one, I would have to say was The Sims 2. I lost so many hours and days to that, just playing constantly. I'd wake up, you wake up and just start playing, and then it's like, oh, it's 4 a.m. So.
Yeah, I prefer Sims 4, just because I find it difficult to go back to older games, and I think that Sims 4 is really a work in progress. It's like we're constantly, there was a lot of things missing when it was launched, and we're just constantly getting new things, and it's kind of growing in a much more stable way than Sims 3 did. So I think eventually it will end up being like this epic, well, it already is, but even more epic.
Next question. Yay. Would you like the mic? Go close up if you want it. Thank you.
What's your favourite Sims 3 expansion pack?
You want to start?
For me, it was Island Paradise. I really love that one because you can have houseboats, and then you could build and run your own resort. I don't know, I really love that aspect of it.
I think I have two. Generations, I love playing with families, so I think Generations added so much for me personally. With like the teenage prom, I love that feature to this day. And also late night, I really like the city-based and the clubs and things like that. So I think late night adds like a lot to the game.
I have probably quite a few. I have late night as one because I like the city world. I like having the buildings and stuff. And apartments was nice to have back, though I didn't really like that they always had to be on those weird shell buildings. So I tried to build a regular apartment. And you could do it, but it's kind of weird. It didn't always work out right. As far as other ones, I did like seasons for the weather, and it just brought a lot of like fun activities like snowball fights, and they could swim in the water finally and play in the sand and stuff. So that was good stuff, but more kind of story based if you're playing. Pets was okay, but I don't know about the horses. I hope they don't do the horses back. They became more of a nuisance than anything. And the last one was Into the Future because I like the futuristic items, and I liked like a lot of Into the Future came with some good building items and some really weird objects that were pretty cool and pretty fun to use and play with for futuristic stuff. So.
Yeah, I think there's like really good bits from each one that you wouldn't want to do without, but personally, pets is probably, I love the horses.
Next one. Do you want to shout or do you want to? Yeah.
Looking at how far you as a whole over the last couple of years, where do you think that will be kind of next year or even in 2 or 3 years?
just in case everyone couldn't hear that. So looking at how far the community's come, where do you think it will be in the next 2-3 years?
I think we have a really great community, and it is getting stronger and stronger as more people getting involved, and it's like the whole scenario I've been talking about a lot today where your friends back home, you don't really know anyone who likes The Sims as much as you do, but you get on Twitter, we're all there. You know, you come to something like this, we're all here. And hopefully like events like this will grow and like more people will join Twitter and everything, and yeah, it's just going to get bigger and stronger.
Yeah, I definitely see it getting bigger and stronger. It actually already is. Every day there's always a new simmer that's opening up a channel, they're starting builds, starting Let's Plays. So more and more people are just going to join, and that's just awesome because that just shows EA that there's such love for The Sims and the game and itself. Like I don't know, there's so many uses for The Sims too. Like you could build, you could play, and there's no wrong way or right way to do it. It's totally your control, and I think that's what draws people to it. And yeah, I feel like it's just going to get even better. And I mean, The Sims 4 has already gotten some pretty big features added already, and just in 2 or 3 years' time, I feel like it could be comparable to probably The Sims 2, maybe, or maybe when it's all done too, it could be another Sims. I feel like they're making the right moves with content and everything. So.
I thought you were going to say like in another 2 years it'd be comparable to esports. fill an arena. No, but yeah, no, it's certainly like over the last couple of years it's been growing really well, especially like the YouTube community itself with Sims. And then obviously these events didn't really exist before, no one had really organised it, and it's only going to get bigger from here, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm quite new myself, like I've only had my channel for about 1.5 years, so that's fairly new in the community, and even since starting my channel there's been so many new simmers and so many new friends that I've made in the community, so yeah, I just think it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
One more question.
Would you rather YouTube not exist or Sims not exist?
YouTube.
Definitely YouTube.
Yeah, I'd say YouTube because you can just stream on Twitch.
Yeah, I'd have to say YouTube. Without The Sims, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel, so it'd be kind of pointless anyway. So yeah, sorry YouTube.
I'm not that hurt, it's fine. One last question. Put your hand really high if you're really desperate. It's really keen to pick someone. We're going to have one more of that.
Oh.
That's the last one, don't worry.
And you can always talk to the person down on Twitter.
What is your favourite video of yours?
Oh, mine.
My favorite video. I've done so many, but I would have to say, I believe it's a house build called the Ultramodern Dream. I definitely like that one, and it was targeted because it's ultramodern, which is a style that I really love, but it's also like a dream house that I wouldn't mind living in, and that's probably one of my favorites.
I think mine is Hurry Up and Give Us Sims 4, because I feel like that's what made them give us it.
Yeah, no, I've done a lot of videos, but I guess probably my first Minecraft Let's Play because it's hilariously bad. But that's why I like to keep it online, just because that's where I started and it's pretty crap, but that's what got me going.
I feel like my Frozen Create Sim was a massive thing, and I should probably say that was my favourite, but it's probably just one of my crazy like Let's Play parts where something's happened completely random and I just wasn't expecting it. Like recently we went on a date with the Grim Reaper and he asked me out on a date and I was like, yeah, okay. So yeah, probably something like that.
This really is the last one.
What is your least favourite Sims 3 expansion pack besides Katy Perry Sweet Treats?
I actually like the Katy Perry.
your favourite kid group?
Yeah, I don't know. Least favourite. I don't know. Do you know?
World Adventures. I liked the locations, they were really good, but I didn't like the gameplay aspect of it and how like with the tombs and stuff, it was just, I don't know, like once you did it through, like it was not like randomly generated or flipped around or anything like that, like it just kept repeating the same thing. So if you did it once, you basically were done with it. But other than that, I mean I like the stuff that it added and the locations again, but you know, I don't know, I feel like we could have maybe done without that one. And the traveling system wasn't always good either. Sometimes you didn't always end up there, let's just put it that way.
I know this is one of your favorites, but I don't really like Generations, mainly because I don't really play the game that much, especially with kids. I don't even, like you were talking about the prom thing, the water. I didn't even know that existed until like a little while ago. I was like, when did they add that in? I didn't know that existed because I didn't really play Generations. But that's my least favorite, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say World Adventures. It's just one that I've never really. Sorry, Rach. It's just one that I've never really explored all too much. I got kind of bored with it, and I felt like we could have had just like a holiday expansion rather than that, and it would have been a little bit better, like actually just going for a holiday or something like that. So yeah.
Cool. Thanks very much.